How y'all doing out there? I'd like to welcome y'all to Gang Fights, and this is the story of me and Len Mackie. Len Mackie was this old school drug dealer back in the day. If y'all was in Modesto back in, the mid 80s, late 90s, Len Mackie was a man. You know what I'm saying? Len Mackie was getting his motherfucking hustle on. From state to state, Len Mackie was the man. And so one time me and Len Mackie had a run into it. We had the bedrock sold up and shit. I had my girlfriend staying there at the time in apartment 101. She was out hustling for me one day. I'll leave the block sometimes. She'll take the sack and get out there and hustle for me. And so one day I come back to the hood. I see Len Mackie talking to my girl and shit. And so I smashed on the nigga. I'm like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? That one ain't, you know what I'm saying? You can holler at anybody else, but that one is off limits and shit. So Len Mackie, he hollers at me. He got all his goons. I remember Tubbs was one of his goons. I forgot who was all his goons. He had some goons, some big penitentiary niggas, you know what I'm saying? That was his goons and shit. They were all standing around him. I had my thing. My nigga B-Dog was with me, I think. You know what I'm saying? I hit the nigga up. I'm like, nigga, that one is off limits right there. And he's like, you can't tell Len Mackie what the fuck he can do. How the fuck you gonna tell Len Mackie what he can do? And we had a little standoff right then and shit, but I was serious. I'm gonna pop that old nigga. Him and, you know what I'm saying, Tubbs is like my relative, but he was right there with him and shit. And so Len Mackie, you know what I'm saying, he kind of backed off my girl and shit. He didn't fuck with her no more and shit. He said some slick shit, but he knew I was ready and shit, and I wasn't playing. Fast forward years later, I'm in Oklahoma getting my hustle on and shit. And I'm at my auntie's house and shit, and I come to my auntie's house, I see a message by the telephone and shit. He said, give Len Mackie a call, right? I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so I get a nigga call. Now this is years later after the incident and shit. So I get a nigga call and shit. Like, what's up, nigga? He said, I'm out here in Tulsa and shit like that. You need some work? I got it. Whoop-de-wop. I'm like, oh shit, because niggas have been going to Dallas getting their work when I was in Ardmore. And so I'm like, cool, I got me some California work coming in. California work white. You know what I'm saying? Texas dope was brown, you know what I'm saying? So we wanted that, you know what I'm saying, that California white, hard white. And so Len Mackie, you know what I'm saying? I meet him a couple of times. He come down. We meet in Ardmore and shit. He comes down. Len always driving fresh ass cars. He come down to Ardmore, you know what I'm saying? California tags. He got Corvette and a couple other nice cars and shit, brand new and shit, driving around my little town in them and shit. And I'm like telling this nigga, like, nigga, you can't be riding around town these cars, but the California places, they gonna be on you, nigga. You like a sore thumb out in this motherfucker. Ain't nobody driving no brand new Vets around this motherfucker in the hood and shit. Not in Ardmore, you know what I'm saying? And so Len bring me some work and shit and all that. So he ride me around, you know what I'm saying? And I'm showing him around my town, like, this my town, Ardmore, this my town, all this old shit. I get it like this, I get it like this my town. So I guess he kind of intrigued, you know what I'm saying? So one day, Len was bringing me work. He brought me work a few months and shit, brought me work, good work, you know what I'm saying? And every time we meet him at the Motel 6 and shit. And one time, you know what I'm saying, out of the blue, you know what I'm saying, I get a call from Len Mackie, look, I'm in town, and come, I need to holler at you, right? I'm like, what? You know, this nigga Len in town, right? So I know Len is kind of shady, so I get up my relatives. I'm like, look, this nigga's in town. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why this nigga here, you know what I'm saying? So let's get strapped up and go see this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this nigga talking about. Some weird ass shit, right? And so, man, my relatives, we get strapped up. So we get about 3 carloads deep. You know what I'm saying? And we go to the Motel 6 out in Ardmore. I have my niggas park outside. It's like some old Scarface shit. I tell my niggas I'm gonna go in and see this nigga Len Mackie. And feign out in 5-10 minutes, and nigga, y'all come in and start shooting everything up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying, they say, cool. So get out the car, go up in a motel room upstairs or shit. So it's 3 people in the room. He got his cousin or brother John. He's like standing next to the bathroom. Len is sitting in a chair, this like chair by the desk, and it's like this bitch laying on the bed, like she's laying on the pillow and shit, like it's a pistol or the pillow. Right? So I done seen Scarface, right? I'm like, this nigga's trying to be Scarface and shit, right? This nigga, right? So I'm like, what's up, nigga? What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the room, they shut the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up, nigga? And he said, look, man, I'm thinking about coming down here, opening up a 50 house, you know what I'm saying, a 100 house or something. You know what I'm saying? 50s and hundreds and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, Okay, but you know, we ain't doing none of that, nigga. This my town. I told you this my town. It ain't big enough for both of us, nigga. You come out here with all that work, nigga. I ain't gonna be able to get no motherfucking money and shit, cause all the work gonna go to you. He's like, yeah, man, but you know, we both can make some money. I'm just gonna come out. I said, look, nigga, I wouldn't advise it. You know what I'm saying? This my motherfucking town. You know what I'm saying? So again, he like, how you gonna tell Len Mackie what he can do and all this old shit, right? And I'm looking at John over there by the bathroom. He seemed like he don't even want to be there. You know what I'm saying? He just listening to Len, dumbass. And so I say, look, nigga. I say, you know what I'm saying? Look, nigga, this is my town, nigga. I say, y'all won't even leave this motherfucking motel if I don't get a green light for y'all to leave, nigga. You won't even leave this motherfucking Ardmore, nigga. You niggas to be found dead right here in this motherfucking motel, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know, nigga, if y'all come down here with that motherfucking bullshit, it's problems, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I stared at him, you know what I'm saying? Len said some old shit. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Let it be let it be whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so I walked out the door, back in the car, and did my thing. Len never came back down, yeah. But that was my story with Len Mackie, man. He never came back down. I never had to do nothing to him and shit. And his Scarface antics didn't work. You know what I'm saying? That's Gang Fights on Rock B and Len Mackie back in the motherfucking day. Y'all know Len Mackie. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, shit happened just like that. Rock B, 3 on the tree. Like, share, subscribe, and all that shit. Hope y'all like that one.